Oh man, good morning everyone. I'm Andrew. I don't want to work anymore. You guys, look at you guys already in the chat. Dat Wolf, my dude. Hassan's back. Hassan, am I still trading the first fair value gap? No, I am not. But I am still keeping track on it, so we can look at that real quick for you. Last time I updated it was about a week ago. Let's look at the sheet here. Yeah, 919 trades, 383 trading days, 490 wins, 429 losses, still positive. But we can go look at the most recent data. Let's see how far I got. Since June, Friday, June 6th is when I have it. I've been pretty busy this weekend. It was my birthday, and so I haven't done any back testing. So let's see what we got for June. We are negative 284 points, and for the month of May we were negative 132 points, so not bad. And then April, with that big win on the one day, we are up 2,700 points. So what I've been able to figure out for you is that basically the strategy has not been doing well. Let's during all this uncertainty in this bear market. So basically I'd say since I did get a win on April 7th, so ever since April 7th, it's during this time on the way back up into a normal market is when it's actually struggled. But for, you know, over a year after that, it's been doing really good. If you trade the first presented fair value gap on the US 30, it got more than 80% win rate. I do want to look at that US 30. So is that the Dow? Is that YM? US 30. US 30. Dow's got to be the US 30. Yeah, Dow Jones. I am going to check that out. I'm going to look at that for sure. But yeah, I've been trading a whole bunch of different strategies since then. But hey, we're having fun. We're making money. I gave back, looks like $300, $350 on Friday, trying to catch Friday's drop. And let's have a look here. I want the 5 minute, 15 minute down there. This one is going to be the 1 minute. That looks about right. Automatic, automatic, automatic. And let's have a quick look. Friday. Yeah, so I was trying to catch this drop right here, and I got in. I can't remember where. Let's look at the trading executions. Yeah, so what happened here? There's a sell here. Oh, I caught this run up and then I sold there, and then I bought and then I sold, or did I sell then I bought? That's what happened. I sold and then I bought because I chickened out, and then I sold right here at like the perfect spot, and then for whatever reason I bought back my position there, and then I sold again, and then I bought back there. And yeah, I was just doing terrible things on Friday. I was tilted out, let's just put it at that. But we got a couple minutes, we got 1 minute before the market opens. We have been consolidating here for a while. This is our manipulation to take out some sell side, and then we're going to push up into this fair value gap up here, and I'm bearish is what I'm looking for. And here's our opening candle right here. Make that pink. How's everybody doing today? How was your weekend? Raghav's in the house. Trade only after it's inversion. Hassan, you are trading on real account or what? No, I'm not trading real account yet. I am still a budding trader, and I got a new motto. I'm gonna share this with you guys. Embrace the suck. Why does that look backwards? Is that backwards? It looks backwards to me, but oh, I know why it's backwards. Because Hassan wanted to see my my face on the left side, or sorry, he wanted to see my account, so I switched sides and then I mirrored my face so I look like I'm looking at the charts. Anyway, we're going for a new motto, and it's gonna be act as if. So act as if I'm a good trader. And what does a good trader do? And that's wait for his setup and doesn't overtrade and doesn't go on tilt and takes profit when he should. There are so many times I've been making money, but I'm just not taking profit. How we play it, like this candle right now, we're waiting for a reversal here. I'm going to be taking the first, let's see here. So we got to mark out both first presented fair value gaps now, since ICT recently said that you can use the first one under certain criteria, which I haven't heard exactly which ones those are. And I think is if you take out sell side first, you can use the first one. But this is exactly what I'm looking for. If we close in this first presented fair value gap, I'm looking to go short and probably into, let's see here, these lows inside London. And I've been playing with the 15-second chart, so this is also the setup right here. It's already telling us that we're going short, so I'm just going to put a sell on right now. Stop loss at the top. We're in nice and quick and dirty here on a Monday. 22,133 has new day opening gap. We're waiting for that liquidity to be taken. 22,133. Let's have a look. Oh, this looks bad. If this closes on the 15, I'm closing my position. So since price is fractal, or time's not fractal, price is fractal. This is like ICT's 22 model. A run up, break down below this low, real fast movement with a fair value gap. We traded back into it. We traded back into it twice, and then we should break lower. And if we come up above this fair value gap here, basically closing above this guy, I'm closing this out. And for fun, let's see what this looks like on the 30-second chart. Right? It's making basically the exact same pattern. It'll just need to like break down from here. But it doesn't look like that's happening. And I gotta be nimble to close this if it's not. You've moved over to the NQU contract already, Raghav? Yes, man. Yeah, we're getting close. Probably do that later this evening. So yeah, we've tapped into that last remaining portion. Was it on the 4 hour? Oh, I gotta remove all these trade settings, executions. Right into the middle of the last portion here of this fair value gap on the 4 hour between Friday's, what was it, Friday's high? Yeah. Go back to the 1 minute. Okay, it's not looking good. Really giving us some grief up here. It is Monday. I'm really watching this candle here. Back to the 15 minute. Took out that lunch high. Don't like how long we're consolidating in here. I'm out. I don't want to play that game anymore. A closure inside this gap. Since we got to go up a little bit more. So this is another consolidation. We'll manipulate higher some more. So far, you could have gone long on the first presented fair value gap. And Raghav has new day opening gap 22,133. Let's have a look. Maybe I'll do it on the 15-minute. 22,133. Wednesday, June 11th high. When do you go on summer holiday? This summer, there is no holiday, unfortunately. So, yeah, until my wife builds up her business. Price might be different for June and September, but you're looking at the high there, right? On Wednesday, June 11th, basically. Yeah, I doubt we're gonna... There was one more fair value gap here that I saw. Is it on the 4 hour? No. Is it on the 1 hour? Yeah. So there's one more up here. Oh, that's part of it there. Okay. 15-minute? Let's go back to the 15-minute. It's still in there. Yeah, so like I was saying, this summer we're just going to be sticking around local on the boat and fishing, crabbing, partying on the beach. That's it. That's what summer's going to be this year. I usually go back to Ontario to go visit my family and go up to the family cottage. But yeah, it's just we just don't have the budget for that this year. My wife's building up her private practice, and so yeah, we'll just be doing what they call the staycation. So just staying around here. I'll be taking time off, but won't be traveling anywhere. So yeah, I'd be totally fine with it breaking down from here. A reversal pattern at any point. It looks like it wants to go higher still though. Let's see. I don't see it going above, what is this? Thursday's high. We look pretty bearish on the daily candle, on the daily chart. I'm just gonna switch over to it real quick. Yeah, so since this candle here took out this low, to me it looks like we're gonna go lower. We also have, we're basically been consolidating on the 4-hour. So to go higher, we need to manipulate lower from this consolidation and then go higher. That's basically what I'm looking at. If we made a double bottom here and this low was higher than this one, then we would go higher. But because we broke lower, we're gonna cap out inside this fair value gap. We're not gonna get above these highs here. I don't think so anyway. Back to the 1 minute. So I see us coming back. There's a fair value gap in here on this long wick. So two things can happen. We're coming down, that's what I think. And we either come back to the top of here, which is in this large fair value gap that I have, I think it's on the daily actually. It is a big daily fair value gap with an imbalance, so it's actually much larger. But anyway, I just used the part there, off the top of that wick. And this would be your CISD, the top opening price before the breakdown and the change in the state of delivery. So we could revisit this, which is right in the middle of that daily fair value gap, which is totally random, right? Oops, 1 minute. Now we've covered over 3/4 of that fair value gap here. And here's our breakdown that I'm looking for. Took out this low here, come back up. Looking at this, making a fair value gap now. I'm gonna delete this one. Got one brewing right here. I'm looking at that 15-second chart still too. I'll take that short. Whoa. Why isn't it moving my stop loss? Okay. Well, that works. I would have got stopped out immediately, but still, this doesn't look good. I'll do 4 weeks of staycation as well. Yeah, it's, you know, it is what it is. And nothing wrong with staying local. We got lots to do around here. There's lots of hikes we haven't done. What are you gonna do for your staycation, Dat Wolf? You got a position on, you got wrecked, or you were talking about me? I'm definitely gonna get wrecked here. I don't know why I keep my position open. This just doesn't look good. Maybe I'm hoping to get out lower. Okay, tough trading on a Monday. What's going on with the internet in Nepal today? The last couple days. Okay, we're in that 950 to 1050 macro where it's gonna go sideways for who knows how long, and it's gonna take out my stop. If I can get a little bit lower price here, I'm gonna exit out. Okay, that's the end. I don't know, it's not closing me out. Why aren't I getting filled on this? Look at this P&L on mine. It's just, it keeps going when it's gone through my stop. Like, how do I fix this? I said close the position. 185. Thank you for that, Phil. Man, that slippage is horrible. Has that happened to you guys ever? Like that badly to get slipped? Yeah, it happens often in TV and TradingView. That's brutal. That makes me want to go back to CMC markets. That's really bad. Like, my stop loss was half of that. Yeah, that's where I'm at too. 2 losses. And so that's, where's my new motto? Act as if. I don't know. I'm gonna have to find my sticky pad, but yeah, I gotta do better if I want to be profitable and stop giving away all my profit and going into tilt. I need to stop trading when I've had, what is the new strategy? Well, number one, discipline, and that's, you know, if you take 2 losses, then that's it. So I should delete TradingView from my phone so I stop watching price. And or if I can't help myself, I need to have 2 accounts, one that I take very seriously and one that I can mess around on, right? So kind of treating one as if it was real cash and the other one to satisfy the itch just to get into positions and push the button, right? So there's that. But I've been liking the PO3 model, and this was it. I was looking at it this morning, right? Looking at this sideways consolidation, and then like we came down, just like took out these relatively equal lows right here. We did the same thing on Friday, came down, and then we pushed higher. So let's look at Friday, right? We had our consolidation here, something like that, right? The highs to the very lows, equal lows here. Price came down just before the market opened and then went higher and then shot higher. Although it did come back to take them out again. So you had to be nimble on Friday. So I think I had this position on, or no. I can't remember what I did. Let's see here. Trade settings. So I sold that one position that I had on overnight for like $700. And then I went short in here, and instead of selling down when we swept these lows, I held on and gave all my profit back and made a little bit here, then tried to sell again, then it just went higher. So I got beat up all through here, and then I was trying to catch this rip lower, and I was on side at one point, and then I just got frustrated and then turned it all off. But anyway, there's that PO3, the consolidation, the manipulation lower, taking out equal lows, and then going higher to Asia's high. So we had the same thing this morning. Where we consolidated pre-market, we came below that consolidation and then pushed higher. So here we are now. Still going. So Yeah, discipline's the hardest thing. Just straight up. I see all these setups during the day and I'm like, you know, I just want to practice getting in them, but at some point I gotta start acting like I seriously own that money. But, you know, it's like if you're not watching the chart, you know, like last Friday in the morning or last Thursday night when I saw this huge drop here, like I know it's going to come back to rebalance this. So like, how can you not act on that? Took that buy, you know, there, had to exit out because I made profit, but it came back and swept that even lower. And then, yeah, got in, sold a couple, and then kept one on all the way up to almost hitting Asia's. But, you know, look at that. That was almost a complete rebalance. And even if, like I said, I was going to hold it, probably could have made another 200 bucks there if I just held it. But we're bearish. We're not breaking these highs. I think we're finished. We're cooked, as the new kids say. This 15-minute chart. Not to say I can't be wrong. I just think it's quite probable we're going lower. When? Who knows? We might just have to wait for... What is this price? The high, 21,831. Or we're gonna make relatively equal highs here. Around 21,969. I gotta study a little bit more too. I'm jumping in on the reversals inside the noon hour, and you know, this setup happened just after noon. So went up, came down, made these lows, went up, broke lower from those lows there. Here, moved up into this fair value gap, and that would have been your short, putting your stop loss basically at the high, and that's what I was looking for. And I traded it. I got in right on that, on the top there, but whatever reason I chickened out and bought back on this candle. There was something I didn't like. I may have been looking at the 15-second chart, which is a bad idea to be looking at. And I was also freaked out because it was within the noon hour still. I was like, I'm gonna be wrong, and that's why I sold. I'm like, don't trade within the noon hour. But you know, that was the move right there, whatever price that was. So what am I trying to say? I don't know. Study more. See how often this high happens for the day. When does the high typically form? Sometimes it happens in New York, sometimes it happens at lunch, but typically it's reversing somewhere in this area. But I'm gonna call it, guys. It was a fun Monday. And we'll see what happens. Tomorrow's another day. Be disciplined. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Have a good day.